Hi everybody, this is Jen from cookiescupcakesandcardio.com, and I want to welcome you today to our second video in our three-part series on how to bake a wedding cake. This is video number 2, and in this video I'm going to show you how to stack this wedding cake like this. And we previously showed you how to bake the cake and cover it in buttercream. And coming up in the future video, I'll be showing you how to decorate the wedding cake. So stay tuned for that one as well. And make sure you've checked out the first one. Let's get started. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to tier the wedding cakes that we previously prepared in our first video. All we're going to be needing for supplies besides the cake are going to be these 12-inch wooden dowels. Now I get these from Wilton, and that's what they're called, the 12-inch wooden dowel rods, and you can get them at any cake store. You can order them online from Amazon or eBay or such, or you can order them directly from Wilton as well. So let's get started stacking and tiering our cake. So on my worktop, I have the base of the 3-tiered cake. So this is my 10-inch cake. On top of this cake is going to go an 8-inch cake. But in order to prevent collapsing into the bottom tier, what we do is we put in these wooden dowels, just insert them straight up and down into the cake like that, and I'm going to be putting 3 in. If you're doing like 4 or 5 different tiers, you might want to put more of these dowels into them, but since we're just doing a 3-tiered one and my cake is very solid, I'm not worried about it collapsing, but it's always good to have this extra support here. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking an edible food writer and in yellow, and I'm just marking where the top of the cake is, and then when I pull them back out, that's going to be where my cut line is, just below the little mark right there. You can use a knife, you can use a little mini saw, or whatever you'd like to in order to cut that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those and then bring them back and show you what to do now. I have my dowels cut to size, and now I just put them back into the holes that we made already, like that. And then taking my next tier up cake, so we're going to the 8-inch, I'm just going to lift it up, and then I'm just going to place it on top of the bottom tier, just like that. So we've got the 2 layers here, the 2 tiers stacked, and what I'm going to be doing now is putting in 3 more dowels, but because it has to go through the layer of cardboard underneath the 8-inch cake, I've sharpened the dowels to a tip. So that just helps with pushing through the cardboard layer. So just the exact same thing, I'm just pressing down, and you'll get a little bit of resistance at the cardboard, and then you just want to press right into your bottom board there. So I'm going to repeat that with all 3 here, going through the board, and then using my edible writer again, and I just like the color yellow because it's just, if you make a mistake, it's easier to get out than some of the other colors might be. Just marking there. And I'm going to mark all 3 of them, and then I'm going to cut again. And I'll be back when I've got all 3 dowels cut. I have my dowels cut to size, so I'm going to put them back into the holes that I pulled them out of. I'm just going to help myself there with the back of the other ones. This helps to go down a little bit. And then we're going to take the smallest top tier, and we're going to put it on the top now. I'm just going to gently put that down. So then next we will put 1 final dowel through the entire thing. So I have 1 remaining dowel to put into the cake. Now this final dowel is going to hold the entire cake together so that if you were transporting it, it won't tip over or whatnot. So this one goes through all 3 layers. Now I don't bother putting it all the way through to do the guide hold at the beginning because I want to cut it so that it comes like a ways underneath the top of the cake, because I don't want to have any sort of this dowel poking out through the top of the cake. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I know I want to take at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half off here. So I'm going to go and cut that off, and then I'll be back to put it into the center. So I've cut my dowel now, and I'm just going to insert it right into the center here. And then I've got another little extra piece of dowel on hand to help me push it through here. So it's gone through both of those layers. Then I'm just going to use this little extra piece just to push it down through there. So once you have that hole still left over, you're just going to take a little bit of buttercream and just patch up that hole, and nobody will be any the wiser, and it is just hidden like that. So that's how you tier a 3-tiered cake. So make sure you check out our other videos as well. We've got the video that shows you how to make the cake and ice them, and our video coming up will be how to decorate a wedding cake. Thanks for watching. See you next time.